Hey Scorpios, welcome to Sage on This. I started the video, but I got a phone call. So let me just make sure I go over what I just said. So basically, the energy that is very prominent right now is spontaneity or being spontaneous, being confident, having fun, laughing, being yourself. Did I say being confident? Being confident, not caring about anything, others' opinions, if someone's looking at you, if someone's talking about you, like just not giving an F about anything other than what you have going on, your great, wonderful, prosperous, positive life. And within that energy, it's also you, whoever's listening to this, you're either adopting that mindset and really invoking that into your life, or you're going to realize how powerful you feel by doing so. And when I was speaking about this, the Wheel of Fortune card came out. And of course, this card is so fitting when talking about being spontaneous. And the idea around chance and this idea around life, how life is like a roll of the dice. And it's not that you get what you get, but it's that whatever you get, you're able to work with it. Whatever you receive, it's going to work out in your favor. You're not going to get anything that is going to place you in a place of an undesirable situation. You have the means to always make whatever you receive work out in your favor. And that's what this Wheel of Fortune card is really speaking to me, what it's saying. It's also saying you have this power in your hands. You hold the Wheel of Fortune. You actually hold that wheel. You yield the wheel. It's all about your mindset. It's all about your perspective. It's all about how you are positioning yourself to bring in your desires, your ideal outcome, what you see happening in your life. And one moment, Scorpio. Okay, sorry about that, Scorp. So, excuse me. That's what I am getting for the overall energy coming out here. I also feel that with this, by adopting this mindset and transforming into this super confident, like I said, spontaneous, happy, joyful energy, you're going to be at the top. Okay. And you're going to see that you're at the top. Perspective, like I said, is everything, shifting perspective. And I've really been seeing so much change, honestly, in my mindset by using this sigil. And I'll have to share it all with you again, but it's a sigil for shifting perspective. And let me just show it to you really quickly here because it's in my witch planner. And spirit is telling me to share this with you, so that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I'm speaking about. So here, and you can draw this. Here it is. You can draw this sigil out on whatever you desire. Here you can say you can use it with incense or place it on a bottle of room spray. Use it as a screensaver on your devices or work it into shared images. You can write it onto yourself. if you need to enact a shift within yourself, you can apply it to your own body. You can place it on soap. You can simply draw it out and place it somewhere in your room, or whatever you choose. Okay, but this sigil is so powerful. It really helped me. So let me just get it right here and allow you to, you can take a picture of that. Okay, so shifting perspective, and this is inside the Llewellyn's Witches Date Book of 2025. Okay, that is in my Amazon shop. If you are interested in getting that for yourself, it's a wonderful planner. It has many different sigils, recipes, stories, information about astrology, horoscopes, all that stuff. So anyways, that's what I said, what I'm getting from this Wheel of Fortune card, that you are on top. Okay, you may be looking around and feeling like, things are not exactly how I want them to be, or I want them to be like this right now. And the divine is saying you have it all. You really do. You have everything you need to bring in or attract whatever it is into your present. Okay, so it's all about shifting your perspective here. And even with this dial here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like a shifter. It looks like a little dial where you can shift it. And so, very similar actually to this sigil here. Very interesting. Okay, so this is all about shifting your mindset, shifting your perspective, and I know we always hear, take back your power, take back your power. But no, this is really, truly, honestly about taking back your power and just claiming your power, realizing that you have the power. Okay, we're going to see what else comes out for you here. What else does the Scorpio collective need to know? So we have the Justice card coming out. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Yeah, so this Justice card is about things being made right. You saw that card flip, right? Death card in the reverse. Wow. Yeah. So this is, like I said, this is a love reading, or maybe I didn't say that. This is a love reading, and I'll be going into a money reading. It's not going to be a super long reading here. That's why I'm going to go into a money reading after this. But the Death card in the reverse and the Justice card, Wheel of Fortune. I feel that this is something to do with someone who is thinking about you and thinking about, we have the Chariot in the reverse. Let me not switch it. Chariot in the reverse and the King of Swords in the upright. I feel that this has to do with someone who is thinking about you, and someone who feels like they just can't get it right. They can't move themselves enough into the higher rankings. This is what's coming out, into the higher energy, the higher rankings. They can't allow themselves to be pure enough to be close to you. And this person, if you look, it's almost like they're holding up this wheel. It's like they're holding it up. And that could be literal or symbolic, and as if this person is like their energy, they're holding up maybe the connection. Maybe they're holding it up, they're slowing it up because they're not just releasing and letting it go or letting things be as they are. Maybe they're holding themselves up in some sort of way. They could also be trying to like hold up or feel energetically like they're holding up what is coming to you, like what you're manifesting into your life. The Chariot in the reverse, I feel like this person in the Death card in reverse, I feel like this person doesn't have it in them anymore to continue doing this, either holding up some sort of facade or holding up some sort of idea that they are considering transformation in order to be in your life. It's like, no, I'm not. Like I'm not going to transform. I'm not going to do it. This is who I am. That's what I'm getting. I feel like this person also is like, I don't have any control over her. Like, she's out of my touch, she's out of my grasp. I can't reach her. It doesn't matter what I do. Like, if I move this way, she moves that way. If I move this way, she moves this way. Like, I don't have access to her. This this is about things being made right. This Justice card, I really feel, is representative of your protection, like of yourself. You are obviously protected by your spirit guides, your ancestors, but in the divine, but there's also just your own protection because you know who you are. You're confident in yourself. You're confident in what you in your intelligence. You're confident in your being. And that strength and power is phenomenal. This part underneath where she's sitting here, this blackness, this darkness is really um, sticking out. And to me, it's almost like you sitting on, and this could also be your protection, like your representative of the spiritual protection you have around you. But you sitting on and taking full control over your own darkness or your own trauma or things that you have healed. And she's wearing this beautiful coat, which is red, your root chakra. And I feel like it's like, yeah, I wear my, what is it about like wearing your wounds or your scars? Like, I'm good. Like, I've went through what I've been through in my life. I survived it, but I'm not it. I experienced it, but it doesn't make me who I am. It shaped me, but it doesn't make me into who I am. I'm still my own person. And I feel that it has really, you see it as your battle scars. It's like your strength now, the things that you've experienced in your life. Whereas in the past, maybe you looked at them or thought about these different instances and they made you sad. You were triggered and you start maybe crying over these things all over again and kind of spiraling back into this darkness. But it's like now, it's like no. And just like the way this beam of light is going right across this card here, it's just like, you know who you are. You're very determined. I mean, you can look at her face here and you can see that she is completely focused. And even in this card, the woman is completely carefree. She's just like, yep, I'm up here now. And I'm manifesting and I'm thinking about what I'm going to do next. And I'm thinking about, what I'm going to buy and how I want, my plants over here in the corner. And there's this candle set that I'm going to get. And then the couch is coming next week. And then I have this event that I'm going to. And then we're going to be traveling here. It's like you're manifesting. You're in the clouds and you're literally pulling these things down, out of your mind, and you're bringing them into your reality. And this person is sad. They're sad. They're disappointed in themselves. They're kind of having this kind of like a pity party where it's just kind of like, what about me? Like, are you thinking about me at all? Are you trying to manifest me at all? It's like, no, I'm not. And yeah, like I said, this person, they decided they didn't want to transform, which they made their choice. If they didn't want to transform or go through this transformation, then this relationship wasn't going to transform. Okay, so they didn't, that was it. The gavel has come down. That is it. The divine, your spiritual team is just like, this is done. Like, we're done waiting on you. This is done. We're moving on now. It's the next chapter of her life. Page of Swords. Yeah. Like, people are not going to wait on you to get yourself together forever. Okay. And that's what I think this person wanted you to do, or they're used to people doing, sort of just playing around and, taking them for granted, wasting time. This person, I feel, yeah, they're in the King of Swords energy where this actually could be your energy though. It could be your energy where, you've gone through the transformation and you have clear sight, clarity about what you want and what you don't want in your life at this time. And yep, Eight of Cups, Four of Swords. You are on relaxing. You are on peace. You are on, I'm not dealing with anything that is negative and low vibrational. I don't want that in my life. I'm leaving. Plain and simple. How many people stay in friendships or stay in relationships or stay in whatever it is and it's toxic and low vibratory? Like, you got enough of it and you learned and you said no more. I'm not about to be sick over it. I'm not about to keep going through this. Like, at some point I have to be smart and intelligent and see you for who you are. So we have the Judgment card coming out, Four of Wands. We have the Lovers card coming out here, Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This is just popping out here. I'm not going to put it all down, but this is kind of what's coming through. So this could be, the energy of what is coming, because Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, this is something, you could be manifesting again. Like, your manifestations are probably, you're going to see that they're very strong. When you start to shift your perspective, the things that you are manifesting come in faster. And so again, it's about energy and mindset. So if you're in this low vibratory energy and you're trying to manifest, it usually doesn't work. Or if it does, it takes forever. So I found better success with my manifestations by being in this joyful, active. When I say active, I mean like you're moving around, you're creating things, you're writing things down, you're going outdoors. Like you have to move around, you have to be energetic. You have to be as similar to the energy that you're calling in. You have to be that in your day to day. So if you're wanting this life where it's dynamic and it's joyful, you have to be that. You have to embody that. And that's what I see coming in here, though. Yeah, I just see this is being handed to you. This is a relationship that is wonderful, a long term relationship. This could be, the potential for marriage. This can be just everything that your ideal relationship person. That's what I'm seeing here. This is something, like I said, that is being handed to you because, you you made a decision as far as like what you were going to entertain and have in your life, and you decided to leave that situation alone, okay? And I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you did. Any final cards that need to come out for Scorpio for this love reading? Any final cards? Any final cards? Yeah, Six of Swords. You're moving into a peaceful, calm chapter of your life. Okay? So that's what's coming in. And I really feel that it's going to bring like a youthfulness into your energy. Okay? No matter your age, but I just feel, there's also some life lessons that are coming in here too. And this is all about your perspective. Swords are about your mental mind, and this is going to really allow you to take back your control and choice. You do have a choice. You always have a choice. Okay? So that is your love reading. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for letting me tap in. And then we're going to do, sorry about that, your money reading. Okay, what messages do we have here for Scorpio for money? What messages do we have here for Scorpio for money? You may be stressed at this time about money. You may have a lot on your mind about money. You could be thinking about money a lot at night. Like before you go to bed, it's just like, okay, how am I going to bring everything all together? But you're going to make it happen. There's always a way. There's also something too about your strategy or forming a strategy that's going to be very successful. And this is going to be your answer or your resolution to whatever you're dealing with money wise. Okay, again, card coming out again with the Nine of Pentacles here. So, yep, the Magician coming out here, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, it's all about how you approach the situation. Yep, Seven of Swords, the Magician. So, yeah, are you being strategic here? Okay, you don't have to tell everybody either what your next move is. Just start doing it. Two of Wands, start planning, start doing it, start making it happen. You don't have to announce everything. Hi. Yeah, so everyone, I'm going to start a foundation where I'm helping women and men do blah 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 blah. You don't have to do that. Just start it. Just start the work. Just do the work. Okay? That's what's coming through. What does the Scorpio collective need to know about money? What does the Scorpio collective need to know about money? What does the Scorpio collective need to know about money, please? Okay, so we have Page of Pentacles coming out. Beautiful. So that's, could be a money idea, a new stream of income. This could be something that you've been working on that ends up really becoming a nice coin for you to truly be the foundation. These red shoes, chakra, your foundational, footing to just start taking care of things that you've always wanted to get a handle on. This could be a source of financial independence. Also with her shades being red as well, it's just like, yeah, you see the vision. So that's beautiful. This could be, like I said, a wonderful new idea that's coming through. Maybe something you've already done and you just bring it into completion. Here we have the Four of Wands coming out, which is beautiful. So this could be, like I said, reaching the finish line of something. And then the Six of Pentacles. This is about, something being given to you. This could be maybe a service that you provide. This could also be you getting yourself into a situation or a position where you're able to give back. Funny how I use that little analogy saying, or example of men and women. Oops, I'm not going to take those. The men and women helping men and women. So maybe this is about something you do where you help people. But I really feel that Sun card coming out, wonderful. I really feel that this is about something you do that you love, something that you've done since you were a child or since you were younger that has really brought you a lot of happiness. This is something you could do for free. This is something that you do and you get lost in it. This is something that you do that you look up and it's 2 hours later. Okay, Five of Swords. This is something also that the way that you do it is unlike anyone else. Your technique, your strategy it's unlike anyone else. There's no comparison. The High Priestess is coming out here to let you know that you need to keep following your intuition when it comes to whatever this is. Page of Wands. You can already see or have a feeling in your gut that this is going to be successful, that you're headed on the right path. And the divine is saying that yes, you are. You are headed on the right path. You're on the right train. Yep. Yep, this is going to get you out of your Eight of Swords. The divine is saying just get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. Get out of being stuck. Get out of your mind. Okay? Get out of your mind and allowing yourself to be stuck by your emotions here, represented by the water. And just see that there's nothing holding you back, okay? There's nothing holding you back from this. Wonderful. There's something too about reaching this Four of Wands here that's going to set you up for that. It's going to be like the ideal circumstance for setting up something. I don't know if it's a relationship. I don't know if it's like a business uh relationship or something like that, or maybe a further opportunity that's going to place you, it's like, well, if you do this one thing and you see that through, it's going to lead you to other opportunities. I kind of see it like that. There's also something too here about, it being using, I was going to say social media, and it's funny how she's sitting here with her phone. There's something too here about utilizing technology, though, in some sort of way, or social media, to further your reach, because it looks like, she's almost here like in Egypt or something. But there's something here about furthering your reach, maybe internationally. There's something here, travel, something about that. The divine is saying, don't be afraid to see yourself go even further. This is like your mindset again about shifting perspective. It's like, don't feel like the world is just here inside of your phone. Like, you go experience the world. Put the phone down and go experience the world. And literally, when you manifest or you visualize in your mind, see yourself doing these things. Okay. And then start to implement those actions or activities in your life. Even if you're not able to do it exactly the way that you see yourself, just start, hey, just start somewhere. Okay. Maybe you're unable to create these 5-star expensive dinners the way you see it happening, but you start sharing your uh, ideas on a budget through social media or a blog or something like that. Spirit is basically saying, don't allow fear to get in your way. Don't allow yourself to stand in your own way. What else is here for Scorpio? Any other messages here? The divine is going to give to you as long as you continue moving. Like, all you have to do is move, and you're going to receive Page of Cups here. Yeah. This is again about the potential you see and it being birthed, it coming through. It's like, I see a little glimmer. It's like, yeah, that's the potential. It's like, you don't have to be scared. You don't have to be shy. You don't have to be modest. Like, just pop out. Okay? Show them what you got. Okay? I feel like you're a very kind person. You may be like sort of to yourself, maybe like a loner. 5 of Cups is wanting to come out too. It's like, you may have had some situations that were disappointing. You trust people, or you trusted situations. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles coming out is like, but that situation didn't work out, or I've had to deal with so many situations that were emotionally draining, or you know these ideas I've had, they've been slow to be successful, or to come into fruition. It's like the divine is saying, it's less about what you were doing and more so about your mindset. King of Cups coming through. Wow, okay. Well, King of Cups energy. There could be a King of Cups that is significant in, like I said, something happening here. 3 of Wands. Yeah, some part of your planning process. There could be something here that comes through. Maybe this person will be a client of yours, or, like I said, some sort of connection that is really wonderful. That was that horn. That was confirmation. 7 of Cups. There's going to be a lot of choices here. And maybe this person is going to show you how you're able to be discerning in your choices or your business relationships, or how you move, or how to be strategic with your money, maybe budgeting. It could be a lot of different things here, but this person, I feel like they're going to help you in those aspects of your life. This could be a partner. This could, like I said, just be maybe a mentor or a money coach. That's what's coming through too. Spirit saying you can get help with budgeting. Yep, Four of Pentacles coming out. You can get help with budgeting or how to manage your money. You don't have to be scared of money. It's not going to slip through your fingers. The divine is saying you do need to save, even if it's just like a couple $100. Like, save money. It's good to save money to help when you need to draw more money in. Just set aside money and don't save it, even if it is $50, $20, $10. That's what the divine is saying. I don't care how much. Have some money saved that you do not touch. They're saying stop running through all your money and using it. I don't care what it is. If you don't, if it's a way where you're having to pay something or something like that, the divine is saying, even if you just don't tell, it's saying, the divine is saying, be quiet about what you're getting. Like, you don't have to tell someone like everything that happens with your money. Yeah, Ace of Cups coming through. So there's some sort of emotional satisfaction here. Like, save your money though. That's really coming through here. The Hermit card. The divine is saying it's time to step out of this energy, the Hermit, of being hidden. You can see she's opening up this laptop, and the divine is saying, yep, it's time. It's time. Come on out. It's time. You're going to be emotionally fulfilled. It's coming through. You don't have to hide anymore. Like, you're ready to face the world or your problems. Yep, Three of Pentacles here. Yep, you could be an artist, a creative. Again, this is about collaboration here, working with someone. Okay. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. Eight of Cups is on the bottom. Walking away from something is going to allow you to walk away, like I said, from low vibrational things or just things that no longer serve you. But that's what I have for your reading for the money and the love reading, Scorpio. I hope this message resonates or helps you, speaks to you in some sort of way. As always, please feel to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all very soon. Love and light.